Hey everybody, welcome to Post to Post. My name's Neil. It's Friday. You know what Friday means? Jersey concepts. Every single Friday, every single Monday on this channel, we're doing Jersey concepts. Or maybe not specifically Jersey concepts, maybe 90% Jersey concepts. Some people have sent in custom logos and stuff, so I really want to treat Friday and Monday as kind of the creativity day. So if you like hockey, if you like jerseys, if you like logos, if you like graphic design, creativity, design, all that stuff, would love to have you on board. Hit the subscribe button. We're having a lot of fun here. Today we're looking at MBH jersey design. I believe it's Alex from the UK, and he sent these in July of last year. That's how backed up I am. There's a lot of sets to go through, so it's going to be a busy time on the channel in the next coming months, but a super fun one because I love this stuff. So I haven't seen these jerseys. Technically, I've seen a couple because I vetted them last year, but it has been, I don't know, 8 months since I've seen them or longer. So they're all basically fresh. So I'm going to react to them. And you're going to react to them. We're going to react to them together and have some fun here. And if you want to come up with your designs like this, maybe you are into hockey jerseys, maybe you're into hockey sweaters, hockey pucks, footballs, helmets, all that good stuff. You can find those templates at sportstemplates.net, and you can use code POST2POST to save yourself 10%. So there are, I think, 60 plus templates on the site that you can go through and find what you like. And if you feel like coming up with a whole set of things that you want me to review or rank, please send them in, and I will 100% rank them, review them, or react to them, and just have some fun with you guys. And we can all have some fun together. So let's get into this, and let's react to MBH jersey design concepts. All right, here we go. Number 1, Arizona. And I think these are in basically alphabetical order for the most part. Ooh. Okay, so really good start here. Actually, I love the arms and the shoulders. It reminds me a little bit of the Winnipeg Jets jerseys. The shoulder patch being that big, when I first saw it, I'm like, that's too big. But now that I look at it more, I kind of like how big it is. And that is what she said, and it works here on the jersey. It's a really good alternate logo in general, so to have it as a shoulder patch, kind of be just a little bit oversized, I think totally works because it matches the rest of the brand of the jersey. It's not one of these shoulder patches that has different colors, or it's an odd shape, or it's a specialty patch or something that really doesn't fit that well on the jersey. This matches the brand of the team, it matches the brand of the jersey, and yeah, it's great. I actually really like this one. It's a good start. Next is Boston. Ooh. Oh, this is, wow. Okay, so the top half of the jersey with the shoulders being black and not kind of stopping here, but kind of coming down. Don't mind that too much. I actually kind of like that. The shoulder patch itself being colorized like that, big fan of that. And the collar too, which kind of reminds me of actually this Chicago and Boston jersey. It's almost a combination of the ones I have in the background here, kind of that section of the jersey, or almost like a Letterman sweater or jacket or something. So I like that, but once you get down to basically like the nips down, I'm not personally a fan of that. I don't like yellow as a primary color. I like that logo chosen in the middle there, but where that logo does use yellow as a primary color, I think I'd prefer a different backing color. Maybe have the jersey be black and the shoulders be white or something. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I would say this may be a 5 out of 10. Okay, next up, Buffalo. Whoa! That's really interesting. Okay, wow, the shoulders. Having the patch on there, but having striping behind the patch. Sometimes we see that for main primary logos in jerseys and the striping in the background. Minnesota, Montreal, Florida does that. But to see that utilized on a shoulder is very cool. I like that a lot. It reminds me almost like of a football jersey in a way. So I'm a big fan of that. I like the Buffalo Sabres kind of going back a couple of generations to the black and the red and the white with the goat head on there. And every time I say goat head, people are like, it's not a goat, Neil. And I comment back and I say, yeah, I know it's not a goat, but in the community, that's just what it's called, okay? People call it the goat head. It is the goat head. I like that it's on there. That's great. This is a really interesting concept. I think I'd probably give it like a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. I like the striping on the bottom. I like the striping on the shoulders, but because they're at different angles, it throws off the symmetry a bit. But really, really interesting design. All right, let's continue. Calgary is next. A little bit more of a darkened yellow than what they actually use. on the striping, which doesn't seem to match the logo on the front. So just a little nitpicky thing there. And the provincial flag, or elements of the provincial flag, has been stripped from the flag itself and put on as a patch. Just kind of changed its orientation a little bit, or its, so what am I looking for? It's not rectangular like a flag. It's done more of like a badge or something. So it doesn't totally match the one on the other side. And not that that's a negative or positive thing, just something that I noticed. I'm just kind of talking out loud as I process this. Like the collar, I would say kind of an average jersey for me. It doesn't get me too excited, but it doesn't make me upset either. Next is Carolina. Ooh. I personally really like Carolina using the Hartford Whalers stuff. I know a lot of you don't, but I do, because I'm a 90s kid. I've got to see them in person, so I've always had this little bit of a love for the Hartford Whalers branding, specifically that amazing logo. So to see a concept like this is awesome. I really like the shoulder patch, their actual logo recolorized to be Hartford Whalers colors. I think that is a nice little touch to this jersey. The same pattern that we see on the bottom of their previous generation home away jersey. I guess they use it on the home. I'm not sure if they use it on the away, but that's nice to see in there, colorized. I'm personally a fan of this, although I think maybe some of you won't be, because you prefer just the actual Carolina Hurricanes branding. Next up is Columbus. Ooh, stars, striping that does match their brand. Columbus is known for their pinstriping more than anything, so it's a little odd to see thicker striping on their jersey, but that's not a negative thing by any means. The shoulder patch is fine. The primary logo is great. I love to see that cannon on there. This is pretty good. I'd say maybe 7.5 out of 10. Next up is Chicago with some very interesting striping. I kind of like the arms. I like that big original shoulder patch blown up and put on the arm where the number would usually go, and then you just swap it and put the number on the shoulder. Really like that decision. That's cool. That really balances with the primary logo. Very good. Not digging that whole stripe thing in the middle. That splits the jersey a little bit too much for me. It ends up looking almost like a tuxedo or something. You know, a black tuxedo and the white undershirt. So I'm not personally a fan of that, but a lot of other really cool elements about this one. Colorado. You guys know I like Colorado, so I don't know if I've ever seen a Colorado jersey that I absolutely hate, and this is definitely not it either, because this is nice. I like that shoulder patch, which is the primary logo on their alternate jersey, but done here as a shoulder patch. It looks pretty good. To see in the middle, which they've used on a Reebok jersey, which looks great. This definitely isn't the best Colorado concept that I've seen, though. I do like the subtle striping that outlines the shoulders. You got gray, white, and then the burgundy color on the shoulders. So that's just a nice little subtle detail that I appreciate up there. Next up is Dallas. What? This is awesome. This is awesome. I love that shoulder patch. That is so cool. And you got stars on the collar there. It's not even using like that a yellow. It's more like a gold or it's literally gold. This is, man, throwback to the 90s a little bit. This is awesome. I really, really like this a lot. This is one of the best Dallas Stars concepts that I've ever seen. I love the nostalgia factor of this. This is going to be up there. At the end, I'm going to rank these to my top 5. And so far, this is the best one I've seen. Okay, next up is Detroit. Oh, wow. Wow, this is super interesting. I've seen other concept designers do Red Wings jerseys in black as the primary color, and I really like them. But I think this is the best version that I've seen utilizing that. Kind of keeping their arm striping similar to what they actually use on their away jersey, the white one, but making kind of a dark version of that jersey. And the black of this jersey on the away is white. So it already kind of matches their design in a way. And that nice little logo right there, that D that they've used in the past, I really, really like this one. I think maybe this section being red feels a little bit empty because there's nothing there. But I love the numbers on the shoulders, and I don't even want to suggest moving them because I love them up there. But I almost feel like either this needs to be black or there needs to be something in the red. I'm just not sure what. But this is cool. I like this one. Anaheim. Dude, I holy crap. I love that shade of green or teal. It's like a like a Caribbean or a coral kind of. Oh man, I love it. It looks so good. It's like almost a neon or something. It doesn't match obviously the green and their logo on the side there, but that their primary logo now colorized like that is wow, this is so good. This really it looks so good with the purple. This has my mind going for just different logos as well. Just kind of I wonder what those logos would look like, not Anaheim but other teams with kind of this color combination. This is really cool. I love the colors chosen here. This is awesome. I don't know if that shoulder patch or the arm patch, sure, I guess, totally matches the rest of the jersey. I may have even just kind of left it off, but this is awesome. I really like this one a lot. Edmonton, another good one. This is awesome, Alex. Wow, love the numbers on the shoulder because that kind of matches that kind of style of the Letterman collar. I picture a Letterman jacket with the number up there, so that really balances nicely. The striping on the arm is really cool. Haven't seen anything like that quite before in an Edmonton jersey, or concept rather. And then nothing down here. Nothing. There's no striping on the bottom of the jersey. There's no striping down below. I think the only team, I guess the only white NHL jersey, the only white away primary jersey that has no striping on the bottom is I think the San Jose Sharks. So that kind of reminds me of this a little bit, even though this is a dark version. I kind of like seeing the bottom have nothing down there. Nothing on the bottom of the arms, nothing on the bottom of the jersey. This is a win for me. I really like this Edmonton concept. This is probably one of the best Edmonton concepts I've seen. Next. Ooh, okay. The reason I mentioned at the beginning of the video, sorry, that these were created in July of 2020 is because I had a suspicion that some of these could potentially look like reverse retros because a lot of concept designers previous to reverse retros being released have gone with the theme of trying to create kind of a retro version of jerseys. And I suspected that Alex was going to do the same thing. And it looks like he did here because this is, I mean, it's not exact, but it's basically the reverse retro jersey. So Alex, nice foresight. July 2020, you predicted roughly the reverse retro. So big win here. The logo on the front, which is a version of their original logo, I think goes it's a little bit too close to that backing color. So you might have to outline that in white or something just to kind of differentiate it from that primary blue. But yeah, this is awesome. Next is Winnipeg. Ooh, okay. This is probably the first miss for me personally. Usually I like Winnipeg jerseys using red as the primary color just because it's just something different. But the way that this one's done, it looks more like a vest versus an actual jersey. I think it's because the arms are so dark that I just lose them in my brain, and I just see the red. I just see a vest. So personally, this one's going to be a miss for me. Although I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there will probably like it. I guess there's no number. Next is LA. Heck yeah, this is awesome. This is a really good meld of a current jersey with original colors in a way. There's no yellow in here or gold, but it's black and the purple look fantastic together. And having the L and the A on the shoulder looks amazing. I absolutely love that. I would be 100% in favor of them going to this design. Really good job, Alex. Next is Montreal. I've been trying to be less critical of the Montreal Canadiens concepts because they are my favorite team, and I feel like I'm a little bit more harsh on them than I am others, just because they are my favorite team, and I got to be critical. But I would say this one for me is probably about average, maybe 5 out of 10. I don't necessarily think it's missing anything or anything that really needs added. I think the white down here maybe could be removed underneath the armpit, and the stroke that's on the shoulder patch is a little bit too thick, so I may kind of remove that. But obviously if you did, the red wouldn't blend in well with the blue in the background. So I 5 out of 10. Okay, next up is Nashville. That's what we got. Ooh, the bottom of the arms is the best part of this jersey for me. I like what you did with the logo as well, having that kind of triangle down in there. Kind of that brings me back to nostalgia. A little bit, but the bottom of the arms, having the guitar strings in there with that secondary logo, nothing on the shoulders, is very complimentary to this jersey. I don't know how I feel about the middle with that kind of angled striping or colorization down there. I think I just leave that strictly blue and go from there. So because of the bottom of the middle of the jersey, maybe like a 6 out of 10, 6.5. If that was gone, probably an 8 or something like that. New Jersey Devils are next. So the logo is shaded a little bit differently, and it looks like... So we got 2 shades of red here. I think this one's personally going to be a miss for me. It's maybe like a 4 out of 10. There's just nothing jumping out here at me that I don't think anything is amazing about this. I don't think it's ugly by any means. I don't think it's, it's not like I don't hate anything about it. It's just not, simply it's just not doing it for me. Next, the Islanders. The Fishermen. Yes, I love the Fishermen. Okay, I don't know if this works using orange as the main color here. Maybe you want to see that teal come straight down from the neck and that kind of be the primary color, just because it is a bit of a unique jersey. You don't want it to look too much like San Jose, and you don't want it to meld in too much with the primary logo, but still, I think the orange is maybe a little bit too much. I know they've used it in the past, but I'm not sure if it's working here. So you may have to invert and use the teal as the primary color, and then use the orange as the striping bit here on the laces as well, and then that bottom striping as well. I kind of like to see that version of this jersey, but it's not too bad. Next is the Rangers. Oh snap! Okay, I noticed one glaring issue with this jersey, and that is my right, left of the shoulder patch. You've mirrored it for symmetrical reasons, but you can't mirror anything with text in it, because now the text is completely backwards. So just a little tiny detail there, but I won't hold that against you. Otherwise, I love this jersey. This is awesome. This is kind of what I would prefer this versus the reverse retro. And again, this was created in July 2020, so another round of applause to Alex for predicting the future here a little bit. But I prefer this one versus the actual reverse retro that we got. So thumbs up there, Alex. You did a great job. Love the neck, the collar. Next is Ottawa. Oh, wow. Okay, I haven't quite seen an Ottawa concept like this before. The striping, again, I think it was the first or second jersey that we saw in this video, had the striping like that, which was really cool. So it kind of works here a little bit. I like the nice... not original, but the old school Ottawa Senators logo, the O on the arm. That looks really good because that backing design, the backing striping, melded in with actual striping on the arm is brilliant. I absolutely love that. I don't think the striping on the shoulders works for this one though, personally. Next is the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, look at this one. Wow. This makes my mind really happy just from an angle perspective, because you got the stripe on the arm going one direction, or having at a certain angle, and then the stripe in the middle, which is at the same angle, and then the angle of the actual logo that the Robo Penguin from the early 90s is at the same angle. So all those angles kind of matching up makes my OCD brain happy. It feels like the other side of the jersey is maybe a little bit empty though. So from a balance perspective, it doesn't quite work, but there's really good elements of this jersey. The shoulders look amazing. The little subtle striping which comes out of the logo along the bottom, I really like that. I think I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a lot going on here, so we'll say a 6 out of 10. Next up is Philadelphia. Whoa, very subtle. Very simple, two-tone jersey. I really like Philadelphia concepts using two tones. Some teams you can do it for, some teams you can't. I think Philadelphia is one of those teams. This looks great. It reminds me of the Stadium Series jersey just a little bit. Now the numbers on the shoulders are kind of colorized like the New York Rangers colors with that thick drop shadow. That's awesome. I really like that. The laces, everything matches here. The balance is nice. Very simplistic and clean. I like this one a lot. Next is San Jose, I think. Yep, San Jose. Oh, okay. I don't like the font chosen for the numbers. I love the primary logo outlined in orange like that. It balances well with the that bottom thin orange stripe, and then the accent orange on the shoulders and the collar. This has a lot of potential. I'd probably give this one like maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. A few little tweaks, and this could be awesome. Good attempt here. Next is St. Louis. Ooh, this one's tough. I've never personally been a fan of that logo that they've used, or that he's using here, which they have used on a Reebok Alternate. I believe was the last time they used it. And then using it again on the arms, I think that's a little bit too much of the same logo. I love the striping in the background, how it's mirrored or inversed on the arms, depending on the background color. Numbers on the shoulders look okay. Personally, for me, this one's going to be a miss. I've seen better St. Louis Blues concepts, but good attempt. Next is Tampa Bay. Look at those big lightning bolts. I will say that it is fantastic to see something different for Tampa. I love seeing Tampa Bay Lightning concepts. They're probably my favorite actual team to see for concepts because I want their current jerseys to change so much. I think the white lightning bolts coming down don't balance well with the blue in the shoulders. I maybe want to see the shoulders be white to kind of extend that white up from the bolt all the way up into the shoulders. And then maybe accent it with the blue. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually see it to think about it, or to come up with a final conclusion. This is kind of close in a way to their reverse retro. So again, nice foresight. Bottom on the striping on the bottom is very simple, very nice. Logo in the middle, fantastic. Next is the Maple Leafs. Oh, look at this. This looks like a sweat, like an old school college university sweater. This goes right in line with the Maple Leafs original 6 kind of old school nostalgia vibes. The collar is great. The arms being white coming up are fantastic, and then turns into the maple leaf on the shoulders. So no need for a shoulder patch here. I'm not sure how this would work on the shoulders as far as how Adidas would actually make that, because it's a different material up there, and I don't know if you could screen print on that or how they would do this. I don't know. My mind's kind of turning here. This is a really cool jersey. Only small little criticism is that the striping on the bottom doesn't totally match. I might move the striping on the arms just down so everything's on the same horizontal plane. And this is great. I really like this concept a lot. Vancouver is next. Oh, yes. Oh, this is my kind of favorite generation of Vancouver Canucks jerseys, other than the skate one. That one's obviously amazing. And I know that I'm in the minority here. I know a lot of people prefer different specific generations of their jerseys. This one's basically my favorite. This is great. I love this, and the neck being gray, and then the shoulder patches being colorized like that. This is awesome. This is one of the best Vancouver Canucks concepts that I've seen. I absolutely love this one. Fantastic job. Vegas is next. Ugh. Okay, right away I knew this one was going to be a miss for me as soon as I saw it. For no real particular reason. I think it's really tough to see Vegas concepts using the gold color and not have that texture in there, because the texture is kind of what makes their jersey. So just seeing a muddy version of it kind of ruins it for me in a way. I feel like I'm missing something. I kind of want to see that gold flake a little bit, even though it's pretty cheesy and pretty in your face. I want to see it, and I don't see it here. So for that, it's probably a miss for me. And I know it's hard to do that in Photoshop and create a texture and stuff, especially at high-res 8K that this is in. So very difficult thing to do. Next is Washington. Wow, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot. The bottom of the jersey balances well with the collar because it's similar striping. The striping on the arm looks pretty good. I don't think I'm on board with the logo in the middle having the old school colors and then blended, or trying to match it with the current colors. It feels really out of place for me. It's similar to the reverse retro, so you're kind of on board there. But I think if you're gonna do this, you kind of have to match the primary logo that's on here with their current colors, like they do with the reverse retro, or make a decision, go back to those colors, change all of the striping on here to not be red and white and to be that black and gold and the white. So this one's probably a miss for me. Minnesota is next, or the Wild. I'm not sure about this one. It's odd to see the middle striping be higher than the arm striping and lower than the arm striping. The arm striping's thinner on the side, so it doesn't quite align. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just a little odd. Usually logos in the middle with striping in behind, the logo itself comes outside. I'm not sure about this one. I think this one's maybe not necessarily missed, but kind of just average. It's maybe too sectionalized. Got the bottom section with the stripe, the middle section, and then the top section. So maybe too many stages for me personally. And that was it. That's all I got. So man, this is gonna be tough to rank. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll cut to my ranking, but I'm gonna try and pick a top 5 right now. Okay, so I've come up with the top 6. This has happened, I think, the past 3 times. I can't come up with the top 5. My mind just won't allow me. So I'm doing 6. Okay, I'm doing top 6. So in 6th position, I've put the Dallas Stars. This jersey is fantastic. Love the nostalgia vibes that it gives me. It's totally different from their brand, but it's a shout out to their previous generation or previous generation of jersey, which is great. So it's a really nice retro version. It'd be great if Dallas would use something like this. In 5th position, I've put the Edmonton Oilers. Just a very clean jersey. No nonsense here. Just new striping, but matches their brand great. Matches the logo. The neck is great. Numbers on the arms. And clean all the way down. So this was a really good jersey. Number 4, the Vancouver Canucks. I guess I just kind of talked about this one recently in the video. This one's awesome. Just love it. It's literally perfect. I actually wouldn't change anything about it. Number 3, the Maple Leafs. I guess I put 3 Canadian teams in the top 6 here. Ooh, sorry, I just gave away the top 2. There's no Canadian teams in the top 2. Regardless, number 3, the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is fantastic. This feels like an original 6 jersey. The Maple Leafs are original 6 team. I would love to see this in real life. Number 2, I put the Rangers, despite the little mirrored text mistake on the shoulder there for the patch. This is pretty much perfect in my opinion. It's a very simple jersey. It would match their brand so well because we know how good the reverse retro looks on ice. I think this one is just better. And when a jersey concept designer can create something that already exists, technically he didn't know this when he made it, but it already exists. It's amazing. But then they make it better. High praise. So Rangers, number 2. Number 1. It was the Anaheim Ducks the jersey. I love that shade of teal or green that was chosen. It feels very neon. It matches well. It balances well with the deep purple. It is, again, I'd probably remove the arm logo that's on there. That would traditionally be the shoulder patch, but you got the numbers on the shoulders, and that's fine. So I just love it. I love the color combination. It's just different. Totally different than what I've seen with a lot of other Anaheim concepts. So this may be the first time I've ever ranked actually an Anaheim concept first. And I don't think about past rankings and stuff when I go through this stuff, and I'm not intentionally ranking a team higher just because I like the team or anything like that. It's just everyone's different. Sometimes there's a trend, sometimes there's not. Colorado's usually pretty high. Winnipeg's usually pretty high because I like a lot of their imagery and stuff. But this time, no Winnipeg and no Colorado. And maybe a first time for Anaheim. So guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Would love to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your least favorite? And a round of applause to MBH Jersey Design this year. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button too. It really helps the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.